Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to give you a brief tutorial of the task manager by the name of Zenkit. This program I think you'll find is very useful as well as very powerful, and it should be a good tool to help you manage large, difficult projects, especially the kind that you might be doing in this class. So here we are at the Zen Kit homepage right here. It's really easy to find. It's zenkit.com. So if you go there, you'll have a whole bunch of stuff here waiting for you. But really, I'm just going to go through a couple of these features and I'll show you what it's like to go inside of it, what are some of the things that you can do. So first off, what you'd want to do is sign up for free. You'll notice if you are familiar with the tool Trello, you'll find that Zenkit's a little bit similar. It has a bit more functionality. It doesn't have near as many restrictions. But let me just give you an example of some of the things that it has. So we start off here with the kinds of tools that Zenkit has to help you manage your projects. The first is, if you want to keep it really simple, just have a task list, right? And just add items, click off when they're done. If you want to get it a little more complex, then you can use what's called a Kanban. The Kanban allows you to organize your projects based on whatever kinds of things you want to do, but typically this is what we see: a to-do list, the list of tasks that are in progress already, and then those that are already done. If you want to get even more complex, you can create a table. These tables will have the title of your task. You can add in due dates, you can add what state it's in, you can add the importance, and you can add just about anything else to it. Assuming that you are familiar with net diagrams, then this should be the kind of thing that would help you put something like that together. It also allows you to set up a calendar. The great thing about this calendar is that you can export it to whatever calendar app you use so that it's always available for you to see whenever you need it. And then, of course, one of the things that I love, naturally, is that you can create a mind map with your tasks. You would bring them over and you can organize them to help you understand which tasks have to be done first in order to move on to the next task. So there's all kinds of different options, and the cool thing is that as you scroll through this website, you'll see that there's lots of features and lots of training opportunities as well. So I'm going to go ahead and log in since I already have an account, and I'm going to show you some of the tasks that I have put together using this particular program. So the first thing I want to show you is how to start up a new one. It's really easy. You would just go over here and hit plus, or you could come over here after you've set up and pick a template. The templates have all kinds of different pre-set up arrangements that you can put together for your tasks. So project planner might be a good one for this. Personal calendar, if you're going into sales. There's personal ones, job applications, bucket lists. I'm thinking about exporting my bucket list into one of these. If you're starting up a company, this might be a good idea for those of you who are looking to help out setting up some companies. Document management. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do with this. But let's go back. And the first thing you can do is just hit plus. And you can just set up something brand new. You can import from other sources if you have them. Let's just start off with new. We're going to call this new tasks. New tasks for class. Because, you know, when someone's watching you type, you don't type as well. Okay, so that's in there, and all you got to do is click on it. And it automatically defaults to a list. So the first list will be to show other ways of seeing the task list. And boom, there's my first task. Now, pretty basic, right? I can star it here. I can add additional options, copy it, move it to a collection, copy to a collection, however I want to do it. But I want to make this a little bit more interesting. I'm going to make it into a Kanban. So the Kanban will default to having these three, which in of itself can be pretty useful. So I've moved this over to the to-do list, but of course I'm already in progress of showing it to you, so I'm just going to show you that now. I've moved it over to the in progress. And as you can see, as I hover over, it's really easy to add stuff to it. Now this becomes really useful if you're using this on a group project, because you can make a big list of tasks and everyone can kind of see what is already finished, what still needs to be done, and then what is in progress. We can also put this in a table. And as I had said, one of the great things about this is that you can add people to it. So again, if you are doing a group project, you can assign certain tasks to different people. And then you can even organize the tasks in the table or even back in the Kanban by the person to which it is to which the assignment is given. Then of course there's a calendar. This is pretty much what the calendar looks like, and this is a really easy way if you want to say give it a due date. So today's the 10th of November in 2017, so I've just made that due today. The mind map works fairly similarly. If I have a bunch of tasks, just put that there, and then if I had more, and of course it doesn't want to do it because there we go. If I had more, I could just bring it in, and then I could add lines over here to connect them. See, actually it's allowing me to create a new one. So do this. And now I've got something else in there. So that's just a quick overview of how it works. I'm going to show you just how powerful it can be by going back to my collections and showing off one of the projects that I already have in progress. I am part of the Distinguished Lecturer Committee at the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. And one of the things that I have to do there is arrange for a distinguished lecturer to come out and present at the university. So I've got it in a whole bunch of different categories, and I can sort them by categories. I can sort it by title, by what stage it's in. I have a description here, and I can scroll over. I've added due dates, notes, who I have to talk to, who it's assigned to. Right now it's mostly me. Documents, you can put in pictures here, which is kind of nice. The hierarchy, which I will show you in just a second. And then if I wanted to show you what the Kanban looks like, I can sort it by, see, I have it sorted by two different things, and this is how you do it. You go into Kanban and you would do you would do sort, and I have it sorted by stage and also by category. So I can just take that away, and you'll see that it has all of the things that I already have done, the things that are currently in progress, and then the tasks that I still have to do. Finally, I want to show you what the mind map looks like. This is a fairly complex task. So I'm going to show what this looks like in terms of how I've arranged how this is all going to work. So the first thing is where I started with. I have to confirm with the Alumni Center, which is where the presentation will be. So from there I had to arrange for costs. I had to determine, let's see, where and when to have our dinner. So this one is scheduled a little bit farther out. So that one's not something I'm going to look at, but I have to accomplish this task before I can determine, who's going to take pictures. These are all the kinds of things I hope to do in a committee meeting towards the end of all of this. But as you can see here, some of the things that are to do, ask about flight preferences. I still have to buy the ticket, but I have already arranged ground transport. So as you can see, all of these things, if you were to follow them around, should give you an idea of all of the things that have to be done. So, for example, this one, which is my big one, is the marketing. So I have this one in progress. Our college marketer is already putting together information. Once I have it, then I've got to go through the process of distributing it, marketing it through the college, through the university, professional organizations, the standard examiner, etc. So it gives me a good outlook. We can zoom out, kind of show what my task looks like. Gives me a good idea of what are some of the things that I really have to still work on. But it gives me a nice vision of where my project is going. Now you can use this, and I would highly recommend it, especially when you're taking on large community engaged projects like you will be doing in my classes. In my classes, typically you will have group projects where you have to go out and do something in the community, make some sort of change. And it can be a very complicated process, but this is a good way to help get it organized, and keep everyone on the same page. So I hope this is useful for you. Go out, give it a shot, tell me what you think, and hopefully this will help make your future projects a lot easier.